Welcome back to What RT Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Object 430U, that's the Tier 10 Soviet medium tank, and we're located on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay, and it's being commanded by Captain Ashstorm. Yes, you know him very well from his other replays, and he's quite an active member of What RT Noobs. And even though he's playing a tank, we still do his replays because we enjoy them. Okay, what can we say about the Object 430U? Well, it was another version of the Object 430 medium tank. They changed around the engine. They made a transverse engine and they put two planetary transmissions on it, mostly to try and increase the size of the crew compartment, make it faster, more nimble, but also to have pretty heavy armour. It's a bit of a cross really, because it's more like a heavy than a medium, but it's more like a medium than a heavy, if you see what I mean. It's it doesn't fill any of the normal categories. It's like a heavy medium or a medium heavy. Yeah, probably something like that. Okay. Now, he's looking at the target, the E75, puts a shell into him, 498 hit points, but he gets hit by a return shot from the SU-101 tank destroyer. His teammate's just been taken out, Progetto 46, going to put a shell into that E75. Yep, 453 hit points on that. And he got a nice spot in on the E100. Oh, bounced a shell from a Panther II. 240, and he's angling. Good job. Don't want to let those shells in. There's Progetto there. It's the Tier 8 version, the premium version. Okay, he's going behind that tank, so he's not going to be able to shoot at him. Not for the moment, not unless he comes out. Holding his position in the centre. There's an E50M off to the west, and he's engaging three tanks, but there's Progetto. Made a big mistake there, revealed himself, and he's been taken out of the game completely. So he gets 1,034 hit points of spotting and damage assistance there. That was very useful. He's done 1,300 damage of his own and 1,100 spotting damage. Acting more like a light tank than a medium. Okay, AMX 80 AC 48 puts a nice shot into the side, 436 but pulls back. Unfortunately that wreck's in the way, so he needs to turn around it. Yep. And the E100 just took a big hit. Unfortunately he wasn't the one who was spotting it at the time. See these rounds shooting, and that was an RT round just went in on the E100. It's the Panther II that fired at him earlier. There's a gap there, but his teammate in the ISM is nearby. The Panther II goes around that corner, he can help. I think the ISM's got that handled. He has lost a lot of damage, but I think he's side-scraping on that corner quite nicely. Now, going to go for the E100? Well, not really, because he hasn't backed up far enough. And the Panther II, well, he's covered by those houses. He's around the other side, but there's another enemy closer. It's the SU-101, the one that hit him earlier in the battle, and I think he's going to be bold enough to go forward and put some shots into that SU-101. And he's taken fire. The SU-101 took fire and he got a shot in, but oh no, I think that just went into the tracks. He's driven up behind the SU-101. He's going to shoot directly into his hatch. Yep, okay, that's the end of him. Thank you very much. But ouch, he just got hit by the enemy GWE 100. That's the Tier 10 RT. He lost 452 hit points of HE, 2 HE rather. Now, is he going to go down into the town? I think so. He's going to dash down there quickly, deal with the Panther II and the E100. Now, he needs to make sure he gets down there quickly, because otherwise the enemy might take pot shots at him while he's on the way down. Going to come up behind the Panther II, who's going to be aiming in the opposite direction. There he is. Thank you very much. 413 hit points right into your rear. The Panther II is going to be realising there's somebody behind them. Yeah, he's turned around and boosted him off. 254 hit points, but he did receive a hit there from the enemy RT, the 477 hit points from the GWE. I think he's going to go after that GWE now. They've dealt with the Jagdpanther. Was it Zaborsig as well? Oh no, Zaborsig was on the enemy team. Managed to kill a standard B managed to kill our Borsig. But they've dealt with the Jagdpanther anyway, so now it's just a question of finding this GWE, putting him out of his misery. Purely because he's the enemy, not because we don't like Artie. We love Artie, because of course we don't like the enemy Artie, simply because they are the enemy. Now there's the E75, the one he fired at earlier, and he's side on. He's completely oblivious to the fact that Captain Ashstorm is there, and you can see one of the RT shells went right through the roof of his turret. There's the GWE. Time to return the favour. See him, and he's running away, and no you don't, I've got you. 340 hit points, that's his third kill. Now there's a Waffenträger auf Panzer IV up on the other side of the battlefield. He's down to a quarter of his health, and he is in sight, so he can actually do something about this. He's moving up to the bushes. No, he's over the ridgeline. We have to move further up, but can we get that Scorpion? Yes, we can get the Scorpion. Scorpion can't see us. Round goes in. But unfortunately he was unspotted at the time the shell landed, so he doesn't know how much damage, but he would have been seen, I would have thought. Didn't see his sixth sense go off. He didn't use the bush mechanic when he fired. There's the KV-4, and he can hit that. Fires a round into his rear. 437 hit points. He's now up to 3.4k of damage. The Scorpion's been visible again. He's up near the centre line, but he's going to go after the KV-4 again. 496. He's just offering his rear. I think he may have gone AFK. He's not even moving. And so he's easy damage. He's just farmed that damage off the KV-4. Claims the soul. 4 kills. Comes up to the wreck of the GWE. Goes past him. Now he's off to the corner to find that Waffenträger. Scorpion's been killed. He was taken out by our Waffenträger. Now the Waffenträger is a dangerous opponent. Don't want any more holes in the vehicle. Where is he? He's more than likely going to be over the far side of this corner. So he's going to drop into the dip for a second. Move as far over as he can, come up around the bushes. There's the Waffenträger, okay? And he's not looking in our direction, and that's the end of him. 373 hit points, and that brings up the high caliber. One more kill, and he's got a top gun. Oh, there's only one enemy left. It's the M103, and he's down the other end of the battlefield. It's going to be a long drive to get down there. I don't think that M103 is going to last that long. He's going to have to motor. No, it's a Centurion 71 and M103. There's a lot of tanks after that M103, so I don't think he's going to survive. No, he's taken a lot of damage already. Probably get a shot in from here, but it's going to be a very difficult shot. Trying into the cupola. Fires around in. No, it hits the dirt. 406 hit points went off from that shot. Oh, and the ISU 152 derps him for the rest of his health with a troll cannon, and that is the end of the game. So the win 8 was 5015 from that battle alone, and I think it probably was high because there was at least one blind shot on the Scorpion, the one that he fired from the bush, because the Scorpion disappeared just as the shell went out, so he didn't actually pick up the exact tally of how much damage was done off that shot alone. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a second-class tanker for Captain Ashstorm in the Object 430U. He also picked up a spotter badge for getting at least 1,000 hit points of spotting damage and winning the battle. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, and that's exactly what he did get. He also picked up a duelist for taking down 2 enemy tanks that did damage to him during the battle. And now, obviously, one of those was the Panther, the GWE 100. and I think the other one was the SU-101, of course. And he also picked up a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, and a fire for effect for dealing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. And lastly, the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in the battle, at least 20% of the enemy hit points and more than 1,000 hit points in total. So let's have a look at the team score, see where he stands. Top of the table on damage, 5124. Top of the table on kills with 5. And top of the table on base XP of 1098. So he's got the full set there at the top. He fired 16 rounds, got 13 direct hits, 13 penetration, 5,124 hit points of damage, of which 2,357 was at more than 300 meters. The SU-101 was right up his posterior. He received 5 hits during that battle. 3 were penetrations, 2 were non-penetrations. He blocked damage at 240 hit points, and he spotted 4 enemy vehicles. He did damage to 9 of the enemy, that's 3/5 of the enemy team, and killed 5 of them, that's 1/3 of the enemy team. He did damage assistance of 1,630 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 77,631 credits, and after his repair and ammunition resupply, he still took home 44,816 credits, and that's pretty good for a tier 10 medium tank. He received 1,647 XP, but it was times 5 for the first victory of the day, and he had a personal reserves bonus going for the same amount for 100%, so he took away 9,882 experience points altogether. That's a huge amount. And of course, he hates this map. Well, horses for courses. You hate this map, I hate Paris. You can't play arty on Paris, it's so difficult. And I'm an arty person, so I like arty maps that are arty friendly, open maps where you can easily hit the enemy no matter where they go. Anyway, really good replay there, Captain Ashstorm. Thanks for sending in the replay. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.